Hello to everyone listening on and watching on table 2. Derek Kiley here with you. We'll be concentrating on both tables this afternoon in this WSF 2026 Snooker Championship semi-finals. Just 4 men remain. Table 1 is Stuart Carrington and Hamad Mia. And on this table we have Ryan Davies and Wang Bo. So during the course of the match, both games I'll be over and back, and we'll catch up with what's happening on both tables. So that's the way it's going to go this afternoon. Looking forward to these 2 matches. They should be outstanding. We are now down to 4 players. The referee on this table will be Mr. Robin Morris from Belgium, and we're very shortly going to get underway.
Sorry, sir.
Well, Derek Cody back with you here. Hamad Mia on table 1 is cruising to a first frame victory with a very, very positive visit. As we can see here on table 2, Wang Zimbo, nice few points on board, but plenty of points available for Ryan Davies. So I can tell you that Hamad Mia has won the opening frame, 78 points to 1. So off to a flying start in that All England game between Stuart Carrington and Hamad Mia. Mia leading by 1 frame to 0. And this is a difficult shot for Wang Zimbo. There's a lot available. Should he miss it? Wang Zimbo had a last 32 win over Luke Pinchas, 4 frames to 2. He went to a deciding match against Dean Young in the last 16, and earlier this morning, super impressive against Joel Connolly, winning that one by 4 frames to 0. As for Ryan, last 32 win over Sean Maddox, went to a deciding frame, and a really polished performance against Mark Joyce in the last 16, a 4-0 winner, and equally as polished in the qualifying this morning when he beat Sebastian Mileski by 4 frames to 1. So Wang not getting the distance there, correct? And asked to do it again. You can sense that one mistake here and one part in this frame is dead and buried. This one looks like it's not going to make it, or is it? It's on its way. Oh, perfect. He really does hit those shots with just the amount of pace required. Frame 2 underway on table 1. Hamad Mia 1 up on Stuart Carrington, just broken off of that second frame. Well, in his game against Joel Connolly this morning, Wang potted some beautiful long pots right in the heart of the pocket. And when he starts to do that as well as everything else he can do, he becomes unplayable. He was unplayable this morning, there's no doubt about that. But this is the semi-final. It's a different scenario. Having a good think about this, because even though he has a half decent lead, that could evaporate very quickly if Ryan gets in. And nothing too tied up, to be honest. Very open looking table. He's taking a long time over this shot, and he does that when he needs to, which is a fantastic sign of maturity in a young man. Thinks every shot out very carefully. Well, didn't really make the contact there, looking for a very thin touch on that red, but missing it. Well, the game on table 1, no points yet. Some great safety play. Be going back there very shortly. We'll stick with this for a while because it's a second attempt by Wang Zimbo and gets it right that time, but pushes the red towards the corner pocket. Well, there's an awful lot of reds down there that are covering left, right and centre. Well, Ryan went for a shot there, and it was a great effort, but he's brought the red right back up the table, as you can see. Well, I'm sure when these 4 players put their names in to play in this event, excuse me, they had every intention of coming here and winning it. And they've hurdled through the groups. They've been through the last 64, 32, 16 and quarterfinals. So winning this title is anything but easy. You really have to earn it, and the 4 players left are all capable of winning this 2026 WSF Championship. So again, an awful long time thinking about this shot. Well, that was a wild effort. But you know what? I don't think it's turned out that bad. Yes, he's left this pot on next to the pink, but far from easy. Very well played by Ryan. Difficult angle on the black, but with reds running out, you can get back up for one of those two reds or those three loose reds, any one of them. That's a great black ball. Maybe going to the same pocket again with the red closest to the pocket. These are the tricky ones. We've seen that so much. Those centre pockets are very tight. So it closes the gap. Ryan Davies in pursuit of this opening frame. Wang Zimbo "17 points in front, taking this red on. Immaculate shot. He's been doing this for the last 2 weeks in Sofia, Bulgaria. In the junior event, he was runner-up in that event. And in this main event, he's been potting those kind of balls every single game with total ease. Now you can see the way the reds are situated here. Everything is safe. He's going to try and get above that red on the left-hand rail because that is slightly off the cushion. Well, he wants to take the red here at the bottom. Well, I will rejoin this game in a few minutes' time. Meanwhile, I'll just go back to table number 1. Well, back from table one, just to finish up on this opening frame between Ryan Davies and Wang Bo.
14.
Wang laid a fantastic snooker, got some very valuable points, and he's taken advantage since, and looks to be very close to taking this opening frame in the semi-final here in Sofia, and that has sealed the deal. So Wang Bo played brilliantly in his quarterfinal match this morning. He's had to work very hard for this opening frame, but he gets it, and he leads by 1 frame to 0. The black to come, that will be just a bonus.
And the frame, Wang Bo.
So that was dispatched. Everything's gone off the table. Wang Bo leads by 1 frame to 0. So Derek Cody back with you here on table 2. Ryan Davies leads by 38 points to 0. Wang Zimbo with the opening frame. The game on table 1 is now just started its third frame, and Stuart Carrington is in. Wang Zimbo trying to get this back up to the green. He's going to hit the blue on the way, that's the problem. And another chance for Ryan Davies to extend his lead in this semi-final. So Ryan reaches for the rest. Just a little bit of stun run through here, very fractional, and he'll be on the black ball. He's done that perfectly. Well, he's been unlucky there. It was a difficult red to get position off. He's just run slightly out of position for this red to the left corner pocket, but he's got the black. Now he's got to be careful here. The red ball can stay in this left corner pocket. So Ryan Davies, well, he pots that beautifully. Is he a bit low on the blue? Yeah, I think he is. Or I should say the pink is the option. Just didn't catch my attention for a second there. And that's lovely snooker from Ryan as he moves on to a 53 point to 0 lead.
15.
Really is a crucial moment, moment in this second frame for Ryan, and he's playing very, very well. He's got a 60 point lead now. Be looking to stop this stone dead if he can, or just a tiny fraction forward. And that's a lovely angle. So he'll want to go into the heart of this. The red bottom left, if he can catch that on the right hand side, he'll split balls there. But he's gone the opposite way, and it didn't look like that was going to work for me. And it hasn't worked for Ryan either. 61 points in front. Not only hit the pack wrong, but missed the black, of course, the all-important black. And it's over the, well, it's nearly over the pocket now, the bottom right. And Wang Zimbo coming back to the table. 75 points available. Trails by 61, so is he considering some sort of a crazy plant here? Surely not. Well, in the end, he played an excellent safety shot. Was at one stage looking at a 4-ball plant. That would have been a historical pot if we got it. It looks so difficult. Well, he's going to open up maybe 1 or 2 reds here if he gets the contact right. Well, he's left Wang with a attempt to the middle pocket here. He can get down on the cue ball and no, decides not to do that. Well, it did lovely there because he got that red into play and he has played a very good safety shot. Was a good effort from Ryan. Okay, let's go back to table 1. Back with you shortly.
One. Ryan Davies, 1.
So Derek Cody back with you here on table 2. A 63-point lead. 59 points available. And tucking this cue ball up nicely by the yellow. good sensible shot. Tremendous pace on the cue ball as well, so not giving an inch here is Ryan. And that's pushed the black to the other side of the pocket. I'm wondering if the red does go here. If it does, it will be surely frame over. Good pot. Using the black. So red to the center. No. What am I saying? Blue to the top. And I'm not sure if Wang's in ball will get back up off his chair here. And he has indeed conceded. So it's Ryan Davies who's fought back to level this match. It's one frame apiece in this semi-final, and frame number 3 coming up shortly. Derek Cody here with you back on table 2. I can tell you on table 1, which is right across the room here from table 2, Hamad Mia leads by 3 frames to nil and has a chance here of getting in early in this 4th frame. Ryan Davies battled his way to a very good frame victory in frame number 2. And he's hit that with a lot of safety in mind. Good shot. So he's taking his time, and I admire that because he's taking a good look at the table, wants to see where everything is. It's a lesson for young players. Give yourself every bit of time you need, an opportunity to see what's around you. A lot of players don't do that, especially the younger ones. It does take a certain amount of risk out of the shot if you know exactly what's around the bottom end of the table. So when he worked it all out, what he'll leave, I'm not sure he's hit that correctly. He's just looking to see if that red goes to the centre right pocket. Could just be inch perfect. And it is, he has to go up the table, does Ryan. Well, he's caught the brown. That won't have helped, but that red nesting onto the other red certainly did. It's going to be tense. It's a WSF Championship semi-final, and you know in your heart and soul that you're one match away from the possibility of getting an invitation onto the World Snooker Tour with a 2-year tour card. Well, he nearly went into 2 pockets there. This red is coming right back up the table. Let's see what Ryan can get out of this. Pretty straight on that. Did well to get that far down the table, to be honest. Well, he's unlucky. Where's the red going to stop? That's the issue. When it stopped up okay, can be potted, but it's extremely difficult. Okay, I'll be back with you very, very shortly. So Derek Kiley back with you here for the entirety of this match. We'll see how it goes. But I can tell you that Hamad Mia has booked his place in the final 4-0 winner over Stuart Carrington. Back in here is Wang Zimbo. Chance to take a 2-1 lead. Well, the colour, this pink will leave Ryan Davies needing a snooker, but the reds do not look nice. Can he get this red? So red in the colour would be enough, but he's missed the red. Oh, well, that's very unlucky. That is a fantastic pot. He needed high value. The only one available was the blue, and he has hit a fantastic pot there. Battling his way here. Trying to get himself back into this frame. Well, that blue was one of the most impressive shots I've seen in this tournament, considering the situation he's in here.
Sure.
50 points behind is Ryan. $59 points available, so he can afford to take on one or two other shots outside of the black. The real problem ball now is the red on the top right cushion. It's another excellent shot. Ryan Davies showing his battling qualities here. If you're going to take a frame off Ryan, you're going to earn it. Now he has the option to play the pink or the blue. Interesting moment in this third frame.
22.
Again, a beautiful shot. He's going to try and roll up behind this. close enough that he can get a shot to the top right pocket, but he's gone way off the line there. It looks like double trouble maybe. He's going to have a go at this. No. Look at the red ball. That's an excellent shot. Unlucky not to have the cue behind the black as well. The cue ball. So he's right back into frame, is Ryan. One frame apiece here in this WSF Championship semi-final. You've got to have pretty good eyesight for this shot. That's a good shot, but he's been unlucky. The green has gone safe. That will please him, but the red now tempting for Ryan Davies. And the cue ball, all important again. Another excellent shot. You know, these players are like granite, you know. They battle to the very last second. The problem that Wang has here is probably not going down the table and coming back up again. It's where if he does make contact, does the red go? That's coming back out. That's rolling right down. It hasn't come down as far as Ryan Davies would have liked, or stopped up as short as he would have liked, because he's got a tricky shot here. Plays it well. Wants the cue ball to stop. He's got to be looking at getting up the table, and again the roll of the ball just a little unlucky, but he'll take on the black. There's no problem with the pot, well capable. Getting the position right here is crucial. And that is very, very good. So what a fascinating frame. Just when you think it's all over, back comes battling Ryan Davies. And now he's put Wang Zimbo in more trouble. That's an excellent shot. What a great escape that was. Well, he potted a very special blue earlier on in this frame to put himself within touching distance of Wang Zimbo. And this could be pretty special. We can do something with the green. Yellow ball first. Oh, he's so unlucky there. That could have easily came across the table into the yellow pocket in that direction. That is very unlucky, because it was a great shot. $24 behind and 25 on the table. He put a bit of distance between the two balls there. It's a clever shot because he wants Wang to take the green off the cushion. Wang's done well not to disturb it too much. How crucial is this green ball and the brown ball at the moment. If he can get it, Ryan can win by 1 point and take the lead. One mistake and you pay for his chances. Has he got this perfect for the blue? No, just a little too much pace. Wang Zimbo. Leading by 24 points. Look at this cue ball. That is a fantastic shot. Not only the accuracy, but to leave the cue ball on that cushion gives Ryan no opportunity to play a swerve shot. Not that he would have, but he had no choice in the matter. Oh, he's missed that. He's coming down towards the black. Misses the black. He'll be put back, I think. Oh, maybe. So that's made a difference to this frame. Now needing a snooker. Just take a look at this young man, how he works every shot out. It is fascinating to watch. Beautiful, beautiful snooker.
Maximum 4.
So there's a very, very good shot from Ryan Davies. Very neat. If you can see a bit of the screen, hard to tell from here. Obviously he can. If he can touch it, he can pot it. And he does.
3.
Won't want to snooker himself here. He snookered himself. That is unlucky. Well, 35 in front. Just 22 points available. I'm not sure will Ryan Davies get up off his seat if Wang Zimbo hits this brown. It really is a thing of beauty to watch this. Ryan Davies remains in his chair. Wang Zimbo makes his way back to his, and he leads this semi-final by 2 frames to 1. So we're ready to get underway with frame number 3. It's Ryan Davies to break. He trails by 2 frames to 1. Real battle put on there by Ryan. He battled to the last second. The mistake. Just slightly misjudging the green on the pink that Wang Xingbo in. And what an opening pot that is. And if this talented young Chinese player gets his momentum going, we've seen what he can do on the table. So a good early chance for Wang here. Well, he's slightly run out of position to say the least, and that's very unusual. It'll take a few moments to ponder this shot. Has he got a red to the centre? If he has, he's very lucky. I think he has. He's had a good look at it. Look at the red on the right as well. That's very awkward. So he's going to try and play this with the spider. Close, good effort. The cue ball right back up the table. So Ryan has a decision to make here. It's a pretty straightforward one for me. These players are so capable of taking on the shots you wouldn't dream of. He's looking to see if that is a 2-ball plant there. Developed it, he made it, but he's been so unlucky. What a great shot. An absolutely brilliant shot, and so unlucky with the cue ball ending so low. With the red up the table now. He's got to be careful. Ooh, very close. Going for this big shot in this semi-final for Wang Xingbo. He's missed it. Big chance for Ryan now. He's missed it. Ooh, it's getting jittery out there. So not many reds in the loose again. They've been scrappy enough opening 3 frames. We'll try to run it all the way up the rail. Outrageous effort. Well, that's okay. The red very close to this center pocket, and Wang having a good look at that. He's just looking at this shot to go down and back up the table and try and clip the blue into the center pocket. There isn't a whole lot of loose reds to be swallowed up if he misses it. What a shot it would be if he gets it. If he plays it at the right pace, he'll be just very good on the blue ball. He really wants to play this, but his heart is saying play it. His head is saying no. So he still wants to have another look at this. He really, really wants to play it. Well, in the end, the head rules. Well, he does slot it down. He's not going to get a chance to get on that red now. Looking all the time at how he could roll up and down, how he could get on the angle of the red into the pocket. But he's done something even more important. He's spotted the red at the top. You can get a very good close look at it now if he wants, because he's got the angle just to scoot up along that cushion. But he's got other red options, and that red at the pocket is really distracting him at the moment. So he is going to have an opportunity to drop this in. He'll be stretching right over the balls here, but he's a tall lad. And got the right side of the blue as well, so good stuff from Wang Bo. Coming down the table for this red. He's got another loose red to the right of the bunch.
14.
Starting to mount up a few points here in this 4th frame. So now the all-important red and black to split. If there's nothing available, he'll certainly power into these reds. 30 points on board already. So that looks like a super angle. Of course, he's got to remember the black ball, but if he can get this black and get the correct pace into this pack, it's going to open everything up. Indeed he has. He's got one red drifting towards the centre pocket, so that's okay. Another red up by the other pocket will help. So never in doubt when he plays those shots. He's very accurate into the centre pockets. He's got reds galore now at the moment. Well, decides to go further in and knocked a ball out, but knocked two of them back together again, so that didn't really work out that great, but still plenty available for China's Wang Jingbo. Oh, and he's missed the red to the centre pocket. I can't believe that. He can't believe it himself. A real chance though for Ryan Davies here to get himself back into the frame. Nothing left for him to take on, but he wouldn't have expected that miss. He's back in the frame. That's the most important thing. Well, I suppose not a lot else he could have done with that. I'm sure that Wang will come down the table and see what's in his pathway. If he doesn't, it will be unusual. Well, he doesn't, I don't think. I think he's going to play some sort of a containing safety shot that leaves that red to the right of the black covered or unpottable. Now he's going back looking at this. He's got all kinds of questions in his head at the moment. This is the way this young player plays, looking to get some deep screw into this and get that cue ball back to balk. There's one red coming up the table. It's got a lot of pace on it, has it? Or is it going to just sit pretty? Well, it's potable, but difficult. But the reward is massive, the way the balls are spread at this end of the table. So not willing to risk that. Ryan Davies will ask another question of Wang Jingbo. he's misjudged that shot quite badly. But again, nothing easy for Ryan if anything's left at all. See what Ryan can do with this one. Got that red to the right centre. Very difficult shot. Hasn't done a whole pile of damage, but there is an opportunity for Wang Zimbo to have a go at this shot into the bottom right. Doesn't get it, but there's a bit of pace on this cue ball, so that will go below the centre pocket. And an opportunity now for Ryan to have an attempt at almost the same kind of shot. No mistakes. Great pop from Ryan. He's got the pink, he's got reds galore. He trails by 42, but the way the balls are spread out at the moment, that's not enough. Excellent stop again from Ryan Davies. Position A onto this red. The balls are well spread out, with the exception of that red near the pink. So rolling that in beautifully. What an opportunity he's been given here by Wang Zimbo, going for that very difficult shot down the table. Nice little nudge on the red. Going well here. Left himself a difficult black. Not super difficult in normal circumstances, but these are far from normal when you're in the semi-final of a World Snooker Federation Championship. He's got to be careful with this black. Well, that's perfect. So he's just moving around the table gracefully here, just 12 points behind. If he can get rid of that red by the pink, it would be such a bonus. He's just looking to see if the pink does actually pot. Okay, he's going to try and get the brown out of the area, put it back on its spot. Suddenly this frame is anyone's. Another excellent shot. 7 points behind. 51 points available. Plenty to aim for here for Ryan Davies. Right to the left centre. Clean as a whistle, right in the heart of the pocket. I think this is the prime shot. This one will decide an awful lot. It's got to be super accurate here. Incredibly, gets a little graze off the red, but it sends the white right back up the table, so doesn't get any easier. Points behind. What a shot that was, cross doubled. They can be the difference in winning and losing frames and matches. Well, he's left it a little out from the green there. If he had stuck that to the green, it would be such a much more difficult shot. It's difficult at the same time, don't get me wrong, but could have made it a lot more difficult. And he misses it, it'll be a free ball. And Ryan Davies will have a look at this. He feels, well, if he feels that it's worth his while, he'll take it on. Hard for him not to with the free ball. Beautiful, sweetly struck shot there. So now leads by 4 points in this fourth frame, trailing by a frame. Wang Bo leading by 2 frames to 1, and he has fought his way right back into this one, has Ryan Davies. The cue ball goes close, but it's okay. 10 points in front now. Huge comeback in this frame by Ryan Davies. Just taking a look at the potting angle for the yellow. If he can negotiate these next 2 shots, he'll be well on his way to winning this fourth frame. So a gentle pot on the blue, bit of distance in this shot, but
12.
he needs to get himself on the green. And that is beautiful snooker from Ryan Davies. Again, fantastic cue ball control. Ryan Davies battling his way back into this one. Frame ball here. No problem whatsoever. So Ryan has pulled this one right out of the fire with some excellent shots. Wang early on leading by such a decent margin, but patience, skill and accuracy has gotten Ryan Davies right back into this semi-final. It's now 2 frames apiece. So we're ready to go with frame number 5, 2 frames apiece. Fantastic white back by Ryan Davies in that frame. He was the outsider, he came back with style. So nothing between these two players. A good reply from Ryan. That was a pretty decent break off. In the last frame we saw Wang open up with a fantastic opening pot. He likes to do that. And again, it's magnificent. Look at the cue ball control on that shot. Fantastic. he's Mr. Black, and that is a shock to me because he's usually so accurate with those shots. He's feeling the pressure, this young man from China. It's understandable. Not going to pot them all, but that was a poor shot.
One. Grumble. Ryan Davies, 12.
It's good safety again. Both of these players are such good safety players as well as potters. Appreciated that shot by Ryan. Well, again, the safety is immaculate. Two o'clock local time in here in the Hotel Marinella in Sofia, Bulgaria for the 2026 WSF Snooker Championship Final. That's 2 o'clock local time, 12 noon GMT, 1 p.m. CET. We don't know who's going to meet Hamad Mia yet, as this fascinating semi-final unfolds. Well, a big error and a big opportunity for Ryan here. So Hamad Mia through to the final. He defeated Stuart Carrington by 4 frames to 0 in the semi-final on table 1. Table 2, a more dogged affair.
One.
I think both players are fighting so hard for every point. Pink ball will pot, and he's got a serious amount of reds available at the bottom end of the table. He just needs to somehow get something down at a pink. If it spots, then it does, but it is potable.
Eight.
Well, now starting to cue and a bit of confidence after winning that last frame. I'm sure Wang Zingbo thought, I have this frame, and then to have it taken away from you like that in such an emphatic fashion, that's going to put doubts into anyone's mind.
50.
So just clearing this red to the bottom left gives them options galore there. So both these players very cautious. It's the old saying, isn't it? Do you want to win it, or you try not to lose it? And at this moment in time, I think Ryan Davies is ahead in that department. Well, there was a few ideas behind that shot, but
28.
luckily for Ryan, he's got a red available. Oh, he's missed it. That is careless. That is very, very careless. And Wang Zingbo can't believe his luck. He's back in.
One.
So looking to put this blue into the centre left. Does that well. Needs a bit of speed. He's got all the speed he needs. And a choice of reds here.
Seven.
But he's a little stunned by that shot. Well, I don't know what the average shot clock is, but it's not quick. Taking a lot of time over every shot.
Four.
And he's missed the blue. He's gone in off the top pocket. Probably the best scenario for Wang there, because if that hadn't gone in and come back down the table, there was a lot on there for Ryan Davies.
One.
Well, Ryan will settle for that. He's got the yellow into the centre. Bit of run through here, and he's on the pink to the left of the pack behind the pink ball. So that's an excellent shot again. He's just growing in confidence.
Three.
Every shot here is Ryan Davies. So Ryan, just looking to split one or two. Well, it hasn't worked out fantastic, but there's still a red available.
9.
Well, he's missed that. He's got a lovely kick on the brown to keep him up the table.
Davies, 9.
Difficult shot. That really has opened up everything, hasn't it? He's left the red over the pocket. And an opportunity for Ryan to have a go at this. May possibly even have to the cushion first slightly. So that's spotted. Back down the table where he wants to be. This is a fascinating match between these two very talented players. So it's beginning to look very good for Ryan Davies here in the semi-final match. It looks like he's just rescued 2-2 with a fantastic comeback in frame number 3, and here in frame number 4 I should say. Here he is in frame number 5, and he is in control of this frame, plain and simple. .51 points available. So just 51 points available, and this frame is going the way of the Englishman. So just breezing around this green base here in
21.
beautiful Sofia, and he's got all kinds of ideas in his head, but one thing I noticed about him more than anything is that he's a battler. He will try and dislodge this red here. But it's unlucky. He may try and double this.
28.
Goes for the double, but he's a long way off there. I don't think
28 on the frame, thank you.
Wang will be getting out of his chair. That's another very good frame for Ryan Davies. That's back-to-back frames coming from 2-1 down to now lead 3-2. He is just one frame away from meeting Hamid Mia in the championship final tomorrow afternoon at 2. It's a bit of trouble for Wang's Imbo. He's got to win the next 2 if he sustains this championship. And at the moment, it's anyone's call. It's 2-1, or 3-2 I should say, beg your pardon, in favour of Ryan Davies. He leads in this semi-final match. frame number 6, and that is a huge mistake from Ryan Davies. A huge mistake. Just after winning back-to-back frames, leading by 3 frames to 2, 1 frame away from the final, you cannot make mistakes or go for shots like that. It is asking for trouble. And I think he's just about to find out what a mistake that was, because with the balls the way they're spread at the moment, there's a lot of points on upper. Well, the pink will pot into the bottom right corner pocket. This red to the centre right.
Wang.
Doesn't miss many into the middle. Ryan will be hoping for a slip up here from Wang Xingbo, but he's offered him a real opportunity here. You can't do that. This talented young player from China. Well, the referee
15.
has decided that that will not spot, that will suit Wang Xingbo.
16.
Well, he didn't get high enough on the pink there, but he's got the red up the table, so it will probably tickle in behind this red towards the cushion. Well, no, he stuns it with the corner pocket. Two reds pot just above the black, and the red to the far left of the sponge pots as well. So plenty to work with here. I know he does like to smash as early as he can, a bit like Stephen Hendry that way. Stephen Hendry used to try and get into the pack so quickly, but no need to with so many loose reds there at the moment. We'll just follow through with this. We'll have the black in an ideal position to get on those 2 reds.
So,
It's a very nice positional play from Wang Xingbo. This will go in nice and gently. Confidence now streaming through the veins of this young Chinese player.
so the 8.
Takes 1 or 2 more out. He's been unlucky here, I think. Maybe the red to the left will pot to the bottom left hand corner.
45.
He's not sure about this shot, and he usually doesn't take risks if there's any risk involved. Well, his head is down on the cue now. And he misses. He wasn't happy taking that shot on. It's a real let off for Ryan Davies, I can tell you that much. 45 points, it could have been a lot more. And Ryan will need to just compose himself now for these first 2 or 3 shots. I've been getting to a rhythm now. He's back into this frame. He's got to forget about the outcome and just play one ball at a time and try and play the most secure snooker that he can.
Nine.
Oh, smashes into them beautifully. What a split that is. It's a fantastic shot from Ryan Davies.
16.
Fantastic cue power. He's landed beautifully on this red. He's got a red up by the centre left. All these reds here are very, very potable. He's got to do some work with the cue ball, but nothing spectacular. Well, he's not happy either. Bit of hesitation in both players over the last few minutes. He's just got to focus on this red and nothing else. He's had to nudge it, but I think that was careless. Trying to be a little too clever, coming off 2 balls while potting the other ball, I think has left him without a shot on the black. Well, this is huge. This could be match winning, this pink. Oh, what a pot that was from Ryan Davies. This talented Englishman has just played one of the best pots of the tournament, considering the situation and the conditions. Ryan Davies pots are super pink. And that really was the pot of a talented young player. No cruising around the table. Just got to keep the focus now, keep the balance, because everything is available for this young man. Again, nice cue control. Working very well around the table is this very talented player. A lot of people's fancy for this tournament. It's not over yet. But it's getting closer and closer for this player. And already into the final tomorrow is Hamad Mia.
28.
And if Ryan was to win this frame and go to the final, it would be only the second time in 7 years that another non-Asian player has won it, because in 2020 Ashley Ugal was the winner. Besides that, it's been all Asia in charge of this tournament. That won't be on his mind. He's only thinking now and setting himself down with some very good potting. So they're level on points. A real chance to make it through to the 2026 WSF Championship Final. It is here
51.
on table 1 tomorrow at 2 p.m. local time. If you're in the area and you want to come along and watch some top class snooker, you're more than welcome.
52.
When he looks straight now on the yellow, he's looking at the brown. Well, you can see what the cue ball is, so the yellow and the green are going to be pretty straight. If he wants to get onto this red, he needs to take the brown. But is it worth the risk? He's going to try it. He's going to have a go at it. He's trying to close this match out, leading by 7 points. It will move on to 11 if he gets this, but he's concentrating on getting down near that remaining red on the left. Big shot here, and he's got it. He's been unlucky not to do something with the red. The big question is now, what shot does he play next? What's going through his head at the moment? There's still 35 points available on the table. There's a pace on the red ball here, but the cue ball is in a nice spot. So this is really on a knife edge here. An 11-point lead. The next mistake will be fatal, one way or the other. Well, this is going up towards the pocket. I don't know what kind of pace is in this. It's crossed the balk line, and it is extremely tempting. It could be a match-winning red. Ryan Davies leads by 11, 1 frame away from the final tomorrow afternoon. He's hit some big pots already. This is the biggest. Oh, that was a long way away. And now this red, well, it's travelled into safety. He's been very fortunate there. He'll just sit down and relax himself, because I can only imagine the adrenaline that's running through Ryan at the moment must be off the scale. It's another good shot, clever shot. And Ryan's looking to see if he can go between the green and the yellow, and he can. He's asking for the long extended rest. He was up at the top of the table. So match referee Eva Kozo from Hungary watching this carefully, as we all are, and that's an excellent shot. If it goes in the pocket, it will be even better, but it doesn't. So just 23 years of age, Ryan Davies up against the 18-year-old Wang Zimbo. Fascinating moments here. This is going to have to be hit at the right pace, but he's very, very good at these shots. Oh, he's gone inside it. It's amazing that he missed the red completely. Well, would you believe that you could fit the cue ball in behind that red? It's hard to believe. He was hitting it at a lot of pace. I was a bit surprised at that. Well, the referee will have to be spot on here. Couldn't believe the pace he was hitting it at. Really hit it hard. And again, well, he's lucky the red didn't stay in the central position, because that could have been an opportunity for Ryan Davies to have a go at that. Obviously now he can't. Simply up and down the table. Watch the red ball. Where's it going to stop? And look at the cue ball. Another magnificent shot from Ryan Davies. And now the cue ball sits very close to that black ball. He's putting the squeeze on here, is Ryan. He's playing great stuff. 15 points in front. 35 points still available on the table. Oh, it's tense. You can feel it. Getting close. And that's a very good shot, but there's going to be a chance here. And if ever a pot was required with nerves of steel, this is it. Normally, normal situations, 10 out of 10. This is not a normal situation, but he is confidently looking up the table. This is a huge snooker shot for England's Ryan Davies. And he's missed it. He's missed it. And this red is travelling towards the pocket. Has he got cover with the green? I do not think so. And that is just pure pressure. But he's left Wang Zimbo off the hook with that shot, and the tension and the nerves are there. It's understandable, so much at stake. But this young lad is extremely calm in all situations. Let's see what he can do here. Well, has he come down enough? I think he has. The brown will pot. Chance after chance in this match. Opportunity now for China's Wang Zimbo to force this frame to a decider. Yes, very well played. Oh, Wang just doesn't miss these dish-ups on the colours. He never really misses them. Always plays them very confidently. Another lovely piece of cueing there. Wang Zimbo given a lifeline here. He's within a few seconds of forcing this one to a decider. He needs the brown, the blue and the pink. It's got to be so precise now with his position on this shot. And normally he's 10 out of 10 when it comes to positional play.
19.
And that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. You'd have to say that Ryan had his chances to close this match out in this frame. He hasn't taken them, and it's a fantastic save by China's Wang Xingbo. We're going to a deciding frame in this semi-final. It's 3 frames apiece. So here we go. It's the 7th and deciding frame of this semi-final. Flip a coin. We don't know who is going to win this one. What a match. And that is an incredible opening pot. A shot to nothing, but it goes in. Now, what do you do here in this situation? Do you tuck it up behind, or do you go for it? He's gone for it, and he's got it. What a shot that was. Fantastic brown from Ryan Davies. And another fantastic putt. Isn't it amazing? He couldn't do that for the last couple of balls in the last frame. He ended up losing the frame, which he was pretty much in control of. And he's come out fighting here, come out firing, and all guns are blazing for this young Englishman. So he's off to a flyer. What a brown ball that was to take on. That was courageous, to say the least. Excellent stop here, it really is. Okay, we're moving along nicely here. Looking at those two reds. Nice controlled snooker here from Ryan Davies. Gets a good angle off the cushion. He's playing at a much better pace now as well. Getting the momentum moving here. Okay. Probably not the best angle for him, but still got that red over there on the right hand side. He can work his way. He'll go into the bottom right corner pocket as he's looking. He's got to get good position on this red. And he's hit that all wrong. He's hit it all wrong. Touches up, and Wang Bo will get an opportunity to come back to the table earlier than he would have expected. Three frames apiece, 37 points in front. Tons of red on the table, and a place in this year's final awaits one of these two players. It's been a real battle, this match. He's looking to get back up the table here. He's got to be careful where he leaves the cue ball with that red sticking out. Releases another red into play, and it looks like a very, well, there's a chance. I thought it was going to go a little further, but it's held up. There's a shot to nothing here for Ryan. He's just got to be careful to get through the gap and get back up to that end of the table. But it is a chance. He misses. The red comes up the table, but that's okay because he's got plenty on the cue ball here. Well, sometimes, you know, you feel that Wang can over-analyze shots. He's done that a few times in this match. Now, I admire the way he goes around and looks at the table, gets the angles, but he seems to have cut a lot of that out in the recent few minutes. Down quickly enough. Well, that looks very good. Again. Will Ryan have a look at this one? He's looking at the angle. I don't think it's there. I don't think he can pot this and avoid the black. It's very difficult to control the cue ball from that distance. So I don't think that will be in his mind. There is risk reward, and then there's very difficult shots that you get any reward from. And he's done that, and he's got away with it. This red is coming up the table, the white ball. He's going to have a go at this red to the right hand corner. He's been slotting these ones in all week long in this championship. And again, look at that for a pot. Absolutely fabulous shot. It's not just getting them, but getting them with confidence, right plumb in the middle of the pocket, and controlling the cue ball as well. So even though the risk was there, if he missed, he took it on. So this bottom red will pot. All of a sudden, the whole feeling of this game has changed, and it's been like that throughout this match. Just when you think one person's going to get away, something happens. So the blue ball this time, has he got the angle? Has he gone a little too far? I think he has. He could look to put it down in the bottom right hand pocket again. He's got the red to hold for. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Another twist in the tail in this deciding frame here in Sofia, in Bulgaria, at this 2026 WSF Championships. It's really exciting, this match. But here we go again, Ryan. Another opportunity. Pink's not in the way here. Well, if he's going to slam down the table to this pack, he better make sure he gets this yellow plumb in the pocket. He's missed it completely. He could snooker himself even. It's that far away. He's going to keep rolling into these reds.
Davies.
Well, not a chance goes a begging. Well, he wouldn't be the happiest with that. It wasn't that difficult shot, that difficult a shot to get it to the ball cushion. So a little bit easier here. Hand on the table always makes a difference. This is heading towards the corner pocket. It's going to be a foul.
Maximum 4.
Well, if Reds have separated now, where's this red go? He's been lucky there. Very lucky. because that was heading ahead of the cue ball towards that pocket, and if it kept going, Ryan would have had a very good opportunity. As it stands now, the reds are slightly more open. Well, it's a very good shot. Good pace on the red ball there. So, will Ryan attack this red? He attacked a fantastic brown in the start of this frame. And he has attacked it. Is it going into the middle? It is! What a time to get a fluke like that. Ooh, that was the fluke of the tournament so far, when you consider what's at stake. And then he tucks up. Not sure if he could have taken that on, because positivity is a huge thing in snooker. So, very good shot. He's excellent at those, is Wang. And now Ryan's in a tricky little position here. He's going to have to throw this right up behind the yellow again if he can. Now he's flying up the table. Oh, a lot of pace on that. Made a very quick decision on that green. Did Ryan? I thought he may have considered it. Absolutely not. Rolled it in behind the green, and the good response from Wang Zingbo with the safety shot has slightly put him back in control of the cue ball now. Well, this would be an absolutely incredible pot at this stage of this semi-final, if he's going to play it that way. But he's got a gap to get off this red and go in between the pack and the green, and he goes for the pot. All out attack. Very positive though. If that had gone in, you'd be feeling for Ryan, because he would have been in a very good position. Well, Ryan is playing very defensive snooker now, and eventually that's going to catch up with him. These are the shots that Wang Zingbo has been knocking in throughout both tournaments. He loves these. If he knocks this one in, it could open the key to the door that lets him through to the final, and just one match away from the main tour. But Hamid Mia will have something to say about that. He's waiting for the winner of this match in tomorrow's decider at 2. Again, just immaculate every single time. And this is a huge chance for China's Wang Zingbo. Ryan defending his lead and defending the frame. And that's all well and good, but when you've got somebody that can slot pots in like that for fun, you've got to take a different approach at times. You really do. Perfect. Well, it just ran on. Not perfect. I'll take that back because it's ran on a fraction more, but he's got the red to the centre pocket. He's having a good look around. The pink will pot into the bottom right of the centre pocket as well. He's going to roll through here. He will almost definitely get on the black. So a few choices. And he's happy to take on the pink, but he's left the, well, I don't know, but he's left it tricky with that red. I think he needs the rest here. He's looking at an extension, boat extension onto his cue. He's still going to be stretching quite a lot. He's a tall boy, but that's a long way down the table. I think that's a sensible choice because when you're stretching like that, it does affect your cue action. Absolutely immaculate snooker again from Wang Zingbo. He trails now by 20 points. He's got a fantastic opportunity to win this match. But there is pressure involved. There is tension involved. Anything can happen. It's happened a few times already in this match between these two players, but that was cued beautifully. Wang Zingbo has the frame at his mercy. Coming down this time for the black. Well, I don't know how calm you can be or how strong your concentration levels are, but he's got to be excited here, slightly excited on this visit. He never looks like he's under pressure. These are the moments you dream of when you're on the road trying to become a professional snooker player. If you can get this opportunity and finish it off, he's just one match away from that dream, as is his opponent, waiting for him. Hamid Mia, who has played sensational snooker here in Bulgaria all week. All Ryan can do is sit there and hope for some sort of a miracle here at this stage. Because it's going to take something like that to stop this young man. Well, he's clipped the pink, and that just makes things a little bit more difficult. He doesn't have the exact position he wants, and he likes to have the exact position. This has now become psychologically a little trickier. And he's missed it. He has missed it. Incredible stuff here in Sophia. He likes to be precise, does Wang. And when that happened, I had a real suspicion that he might miss that pink. How are you nervous now, Ryan? Because this is a real chance. Does the important thing, gets the first ball potted. Well, he's got to be really pumped up here. Leads by just 2 points. He won't want the black to get involved with this, but he may just have left himself snookered there, and that is very poor. He had a lot of the table to play with there. You can see it maybe, but he can't pot it. Would have been a difficult pot anyway. This is swung one way or the other. 1 minute you think it's Ryan on the way, next minute you think it's Wang. A little tiny error on the ball to the pink. Just took his concentration away for a second. Well, this is a big chance. Let's put it this way, he's missed very little into the centre pockets, doesn't seem to have a problem with that. The question I would like to know is he going to try and do something with the cue ball here? Because if he tries to do too much with the cue ball, he can lose his alignment to the pocket. Oh, it's immaculate. He just needs these 2 balls to go through to the final. Of course it will go down to the black ball in the last frame. This match had that written all over it. Oh, what power and what precision to bring the cue ball back to give him this chance of this black. It's the black ball for Wang Zimbo to meet Hamad Mia in the final of the 2026 WSF Championships. And he slots it in, so it's a win for Wang Zingbo. He wins it on a black ball. What a exciting but exhausting game of snooker. And it's Wang Zingbo who has made his way through. He's going to go through to the final. It's a wonderful final setup we have for you. 2 players that like to attack. Hamad Mia will take on Wang Zingbo tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock local time, for this year's championship final. And we have a list of names from Asia that will inspire this young man. And we also have a man that's on fire at the moment. So it's the Hammerman versus Zingbo. It's going to be tomorrow at 2. From me, Derek Kiley, and from Alexander. Hope you've enjoyed the snooker today. We really look forward to your company tomorrow. It's going to be a cracker. Please join us then. Good night.